let's look at how you can add Lottie files to XD. Now, Lottie files are small animation files. They may remind you of GIFs. The key is they are super tiny. So I'm working with a free landing page template from Howard Pinsky today. And if you are not following him, you should be. He creates a lot of great UI, UX content. So let's get started with, where do I get Lottie files? You've got several ways to access them. A few are through plugins. So in the bottom left-hand corner of XD, you'll see the little plugins icon, and then you can jump up and hit plus to discover plugins. This is going to open your Creative Cloud, and you can search for keywords. So two of the plugins I recommend installing are Icon Scout, and it not only has Lottie files, it also has illustrations and icons, and then Lottie files as well. Now, Lottie files also exists online, and you might find that a better way to search and download your files. So let's take a peek at that. So here I'm on lottiefiles.com. I've went to the featured section, and I'm going to search for confetti. Once I've searched for those, I can find free ones that I would use. I can click on it. And here's one of the fun things about doing this online. I can choose new color palettes. So if I want to do a different set of colors, I can do that. Now, under my download, I have a couple of different options. I could upload it to my workspace, which would put it over in that section of the Lottie files on XD, or I can simply pick the Lottie JSON and download that. Once my Lottie file is downloaded, I can import that into XD like I'd import anything, either through file import or by just simply dragging and dropping. So I've already found a Lottie file for us to use. So my goal with this Lottie file is to add this to my Learn More button and create a little interaction there that when I hover over this button, the Lottie starts playing. Now, you can have all sorts of different plays for your Lottie files. You can have them play on tap, you can have them play automatically, but I kind of like doing trigger states with these. This way you can have things like when you click a button, the confetti goes off, things like that. So let's just get started by scaling this down, and we're going to hold our Shift key, then we'll move it into place. Okay, and so with my Lottie selected, I know my first state, I don't want any playback. So when they first come in, there's going to be no playback on this. Let's go ahead and create a component. So I'm going to select and group those objects and create a component. So now my default state, and we can jump back in here and double check that on our default state we have no playback. So let's create our hover state. So again, with my components selected, I hit my plus, go to hover state, and in this state, I will make sure that that Lottie file has an automatic play. So again, I'll double click into it and play automatically. Switch back to our default state in order to preview this. So you can see at this stage, looks like a regular icon, nothing is happening, but as soon as I hover, I get that interaction and I get to see that playback. Now, a couple of just other tips for your Lotties. In this case, we wired this with the interaction. You can play multiple Lotties at the same time and you can play them with videos at the same time. Another tip for you is the first frame of the Lottie is what you see in the design mode. So it's possible that that first frame is blank, is white. When that happens, it can be kind of hard to find and grab that. That's always a great time to switch back to your layers and find that within your layers panel. And so this is the little icon for a Lottie. So I hope you enjoy experimenting with Lottie Files.